You know, while we talk about the theory aspect of it, what the Constitution allows you to do, we see a problem in the practicality of these things, especially in the Igbo. We call Igbo gabata be market be fe malibe na emeno ochi onwe eze ndị Igbo. Before that is why you make even the indigenes to be too jealous of you. Do you understand? Then even nke Ghana as na the other time as na their festival bame outshining nke ndị obodo awowo biwe. Then even not any Igbo in general, when you even come to Onitshaness as a place, it has affected me politically and otherwise. I live in a place whereby our natives say Bikebero. Yeah, then we cannot kata. Yeah. Maybe want assent to certain things. I say, no, even within us. Then you will see some of those ones doing things that Ndiobodo themselves are there. Then when we talk, he brings up this thing that you just mentioned. They have the right to do this as provided by the state. But that thing on naga against Ndimo Obodo. I don't know what even now. So what do you have to say about it?
The Igbo man is an enterprising entity.
Okay.
Igbo man is an enterprising entity.
Okay.
Igbo man is an expressive entity.
Okay.
Igbo man may not need you to give him money,
okay,
but allow him to operate.
Okay.
Allow him to operate. But I always maintain, you must always look at the bigger community.
Okay.
You must subsume to that bigger community. You mentioned SND Igbo.
Yes.
Did you say SND Lagos?
No.
Did you say SND Onitsha?
No.
SND Igbo. Of a given Igbo clan within a particular section within that larger community.
Yes.
You can then say SND Igbo na Jibo.
Yes.
SND Igbo na Ilesha. It is about them. It's still about association. Unless if there is a law by the state through the local government and chieftaincy affairs ministry. Okay. If there is a law that forbids, of course, such law must be also enacted by the state assembly. Okay. If there is a law that forbids, we don't need this, expressly assented to by the governor of the state.
Yeah.
No problem. If there is none, of course, the constitution, I always maintain the constitution. But even when the state assembly is making that law, then be careful not to run foul of the provision of the constitution on right of freedom of association.
Okay.
They should be careful. Why? Because even when the state assembly made the law and is assented to by the governor of that state,
yes,
and maybe I have done something I believe that the constitution backs me or gives me protection.
Yeah.
Yes, if you want to make it a case,
yeah,
I may try to challenge the law that you want to rely on to stop me.
Okay.
But may I try to challenge it, citing the constitution.
Okay.
And the constitution section 1 subsection 3 says that where any law appears to be inconsistent with the provisions of the constitution, any provision of the constitution,
yeah,
that law will be deemed null and void. To the extent of that inconsistency to the provision of that constitution, it negates or it clashes with. So what I'm saying in effect is that SND Igbo, is it not just a name? Does it affect the entire community? If they are flamboyant, that is the enterprising nature of an Igbo man. Mm-hmm. If they're flamboyant, if they showcase themselves, it's inherent. What their attitude, their character, their exhibitions are inherent. Okay. You only exhibit what you have already.
Okay.
So Igbo man by nature is enterprising, because we are using Igbo as a case study here.
Yes.
So wherever they find themselves, even if you tell them shut up,
they won't.
No, they will try to shut up, be murmuring inside. That's Igbo man. You can see his lips rambling,
but
although he's not talking.
But it's murmuring.
Igbo man. So you can't stop
Okay. Now, we get down to other things like what are the challenges of community leadership?
Of course, any society or community will always face challenges. You mentioned about the people, President General.
Yeah.
I call them political anchor. Yes, in most communities, they have been elected. We know.
Yeah.
But when the instrument of powers lies or rests with the state government, they must of course observe the election.
Yeah.
Somebody from the ministry must always come to observe in order to ascertain, yes, it passes due process and what have you for the recognition of that person who is returned as the PG, right?
Yeah.
So if the government has interest or seems to have interest, the tendency that it will tilt in the favor of whoever they want him to win with there.
Okay.
Most times they will even supply the logistics for such an election, although it is meant to be a town affair.
Yeah.
They must even supply logistics, especially where they are interested. So one of the challenges is political interference.
Okay.
The people who are supposed to elect their PG and the members of the ESCO, yes, if the government chose not to, then that is the beginning of an egalitarian society.
Okay.
But in this democratic dispensation, we are not even practicing pure and true democracy, where the voice of the people remains the voice of God. Here, the voice of the people sometimes are suppressed. When you say community leadership, look at our market. Take our market, for example. A market is a community, right?
Yes.
But where there is transaction, sales, buying and selling, it's a community.
Yeah.
Because in the market, you leave your house by 5, 6, you go to the market, you stay till 5 again. So you can say 12 hours in one place. So that is even where you have more communal affairs.
Yes, the main community.
You eat your morning, your breakfast most times in the market. You eat in the afternoon, the lunch in the market. Probably in that house, at home, you now eat
the dinner.
What does that mean? But that community, taking Anambra as an example, how do they elect their leaders? Because the leadership of any market, call it the chairman or president or whatever, should be the people who are traders should, elect them through either their delegate, the line chairman, secretary, or however, or through all the members, but it's difficult for all members. Delegates.
All delegates, yeah.
How have they done it? We have more than 100 markets in Anambra. I'm using that as a case.
Yes, yeah.
Have they been allowed? If you have more than 70% or 80% of the market, we are run by those who are appointed.
Yeah.
To start with, how do you describe that? So political interference is the first problem. Political interference is the second problem. Political interference
is the third problem.